What's up, guys? Duster McDangles back here with another video, and here is my favorite and actually a brand new series here to the channel, guys. We've done it in the past couple of years, and we are bringing it back for this one, as I'm sure you guys have seen with the thumbnail already. But we are getting into our franchise mode, guys. We're going to be doing this one a little bit differently than the ones in years past, which I will get into here in this video. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you guys are fans of franchise mode, if you like helping build teams, be sure to join this community, guys. We'll still be bringing the Hockey Ultimate Team series. If you guys are here for that, we'll still be bringing that. But if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you guys enjoy franchise mode. And be sure, again, we are trying to grow this community, guys. We are trying to grow to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's try to make that happen, and I can't do it without you guys. Again, I want your support. I want to see the love and support you guys will show me. I know you guys are awesome. Hit that subscribe button. But we are here with a new character that we are creating just with the way that this franchise mode series is going to be. And we are going to be Rick Rebuild. He is the GM of this franchise mode series with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yes, I said it. The Pittsburgh Penguins. That's actually pretty cool. The NHL team I just noticed for the Seattle Kraken is the Pacific Palm Springs Hockey Club. Very interesting to see that. But again, in this rebuild, we are rebuilding the aging Pittsburgh Penguins. Some youth, barely youth in the squad, but we are rebuilding them from the ground up. Can we make it happen with the Pittsburgh Penguins? That's the real question. I'm interested to see how things are going to go for this franchise mode, but man, oh man, it's going to be a fun one. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit once we get to the main screen of the franchise mode with how this is going to work and how it will be a little different from years past. But here it is, guys. Pittsburgh Penguins. We will get into it here with the squad divisions. We will leave it as is because they should be up to date, which they are. And as you guys can see, Pittsburgh 88 overall, which isn't too bad. So we'll have to get into it here and see. But I will show you guys the sliders in just a moment. But we will be, again, this will be a little tweaked. So I will get to you guys in just a moment and we'll talk about that and move on. Here we are on the career settings, guys. I also had to go back and make sure that the rosters were all up to date with everything. We are not going to do the draft. Owner mode is going to actually be off. We will keep that off, just leaving it as is. Computer trades on. Player morale we will actually turn off. Fog of war we will also turn off. Head coach edit lines we will turn that off because that is completely up to us. Auto owner mode, which we will actually, we have that off, so we're good on that. Everything else we will leave as is. Continue on here, and we will now get into the settings really quickly, guys. And this is where it's going to be different. Now, in years past, we've done full simulations of the franchise mode. This year is going to be a little different. We are playing the games, guys. That's right, we are playing the games, and that's where it is going to be a little different. We are 100% playing the games 4-minute periods, so they will be pretty quickly. And again, we are playing on the hardest difficulty here, guys. Superstar, NHL salary cap on. Trade difficulty, we'll leave that on medium. Waivers on. Make sure everything else is properly set up here. Scouting, we'll leave pro scouting only. We'll leave that as is. We shouldn't have to worry about it because, again, we're only looking to really rebuild the team here. Possibly a season or two we will play. Game style, we've got pretty much right below full sim. If you guys want full sim, let me know. But that's what we're going to have it on. Superstar with that. Again, gameplay sliders. Shouldn't have to move around too much, but what I do want to move around because I know it happens like crazy. We're going to move the injuries down. Last year or on all the years past of franchise modes, I've had it on 12, which seems to be the right length of time for injuries. So we'll put it right there for now. I won't touch any other sliders at this point in time, but if we do need to change those in the future, we will. But again, that is, again, you guys can see Superstar, Custom Style, Fantasy off, Pittsburgh Penguins. Here we go, guys. We're going to take a look at the team, take a look at our roster. We're not going to be getting into any games here today, but we're going to take a look and see if we need to make any changes right off the hop, or if we need to sign any free agents, whatever it might be. We're going to take a look at the team here and see what we can do. I don't know what to think about the new look of franchise mode. It's a little bit lighter. I don't like how the font, it's kind of hard to see, but we are the Pittsburgh Penguins, guys. What are we going to be able to do with the Penguins? That's a whole nother story. The aging team, are we going to want to make changes? Or are we going to want to wholesale trade players? Are Malkin, Letang, Crosby, are they going to continue to be our centerpieces? Goaltending is another area of concern, which we are going to get into for sure. But let me know what you guys want to do moving forward with this team. This is the initial look. Top line does get a +5. That's kind of crazy. It does have Malkin on the wing. Malkin is also not injured. We got a bunch of superstars on that first line. I wonder, though, if we move that around, that does get the +3. It keeps the +2. But if we can move anything else around, Kapanen on the third line is interesting. Although if we move Rust up, he only gets the +2. So Zucker actually gets the better plus on the top line. But Malkin, Crosby, and Gensel on that top line, and that is really tough to beat. I don't know if McGinn or anyone else is going to fit better on that third line, but that's the forwards and what we're starting with at this point. Defense, Chris Letang, again, 34 years of age. Dumoulin's up there. He's 30 years old. That's kind of crazy to see him up there with that age. Marino actually works better on that top line, 24 years old. Although, I don't know if I want Chris Letang on the second pair. That's kind of, it's interesting. He is top 2 defensive potential, so we have to basically keep him on that line. We can't move Chris Letang. Although if we do move that around, Marino does go up, but pretty much the same type of defenseman. Can't really move it around, but those are the starting lineups. We'll take a look here at special teams. We get the +5 on the first pair, and that's really what we're looking for. That's really nice to see. Power play 4, +3. Eesh, it's pretty bad there on that second pairing, though. We're going to need to maybe, I was going to say Kapanen doesn't really work there. So I'm going to swap him out with Moreno, two-way defenseman, see if that works. It's still a -3, so that's tough there. Penalty kill, looking good, +2 on both. 3-man PK, not terrible at all. Take a look here at the goaltenders. Eesh, 83 both, which is kind of nice. That's a solid pairing. DeSmith is actually considered the starter. He's 30 years old. We'll move Yari into the starting position, 6'2". We'll have to see how he plays this year. It'll definitely be interesting, but I'm also really intrigued here. Who's scratched? Rodriguez. Does he really fit any lines? He only fits the second. A little okay on the depth. Mark Friedman, one of the newer pickups for the Penguins, depth defenseman, and Sam Lafferty. He's got the flow this year. Hairline doesn't look as bad. 26 years old, two-way forward. Doesn't really fit the depth positions whatsoever. So we're going to have to find some things here. Maybe, again, Zach Aston Reese. I don't like him in the game. I love him in real life. Well, we might have to move on from him, get a better depth forward. Although, can we move Zucker around? No, I don't really want to move Zucker off that second line. So we'll have to see what we can do there. Let's take a look at the AHL. Drew O'Connor, he's been playing great at the NHL this year so far. Zahora, Dominic Simone. Got a bunch of good players. Poulin, big prospect for the Penguins. Want to make sure he's up on at least the second line. Anthony Angelo. See who's on the back end here. I was going to say Pierre-Olivier Joseph, Taylor Verdun, Reneki Ricola, Bartuski. Who's our goalies at the AHL? I don't even know who. Louis Domingue, okay, and Alex Durio. Looks like he actually has the ECHL jerseys on, which is kind of cool. Scratched though. Who do we have that's decently? This is somebody top 9 forward potential. We might have to play him. Philip Hollander, I know they picked him up from the Maple Leafs in that trade. Olsen, top 9 forward, medium potential. We need to make sure we're playing these young guys, which I'm actually going to want to do. This guy's top 9 forward potential. What has he played? I don't know if we can actually see. Has he played juniors? Can't really see. So we're going to swap him out. We're going to swap him out. I know Hollander. I'm going to swap in a Hollander. I like Hollander. I want to get him into the team. Ew, we can't move him that far up the lineup, though. Let's see here. Top 9 forward medium. AHL. We'll get this guy out of there for... Going to make sure we get in our boy Langer. I can't really say his name. Nathan Langer. Anyone who's French-Canadian out there, please help me out on my pronunciations. But we want to make sure he's in the team top 9 forward potential. I was going to say, could we even bump him up there for Jonathan Gruden? 4th round pick. But we'll leave that as is. I think we've got pretty much all of our prospects that we need playing into the lineup. But we're going to go take a look here at free agency. See what we've got out there. As well as, before we actually take a look at that, I want to take a look at the contracts. See what we need to do. And another big thing here is scouting. I at least want to play 2 seasons with the Penguins, especially if we can't get a solid first season. Malkin, his contract is up next year. How much cap? We don't have any cap this year to really work with whatsoever. Buyout penalty 1.1. Okay, and then next year... Oh, you can't, like, do the little hack? Okay, cap space. Ooh, cap space next year is not looking good whatsoever. Can we even offer Malkin what he wants? Let's see here. Oh, okay. So we have $23 million worth of cap. We'll have to see how Malkin does this year, if he's going to be able to earn that or not. It is a massive pay cut, which is nice. He's making 9.5 right now. But we'll have to see. Same with Letang. Letang is currently 7.25. He wants a little bit of a pay cut as well. So that would be the bulk of our money there. Brian Rust is also up on contract here. He wants 5.1, and that's a decent price for him. Kapanen, I think, would be the smartest offering here, and he does want to re-sign. He's making 3.2 right now, restricted free agent. Can we even get him down to like 2.5? That would be a good steal for 2 years. If he takes a pay cut, I am fine with that. I'd rather offer that now. Maybe he starts having a big year and then he doesn't want to re-up. As well as Jeff Carter. He wants a one-year deal. Aging centerman. Can we maybe get him down to like 1.85 for 1 year? We'll see what he says. I think that'd be a nice little play there. But look, Jeff Carter, you can't even see his name. They got to fix that for franchise mode for sure. We got some depth players, Brian Boyle, Heinen. We'll have to see how these guys do to see what kind of deals we will give them. I'm going to take a look at our goaltenders as well. DeSmith is up this year. We could actually look to trade him. We might even look to trade him at the start, but we'll go with that for now for the contracts. Again, we'll have some decisions to make near the end of the year when it comes to re-signing players and how we're doing and if we trade anybody. It'll be interesting to see. Now, Eric Stahl, he's a free agent. Interesting. Okay, so we don't have cap space. I don't even know if he would fit the team, but these guys are very interesting. Eric Stahl, he only fits the second line, barely. Bobby Ryan, also free agent. Fits the first line. Michael Grabner, another interesting player. Who do we got here? Jason Demers. 33, 81, all defensive pairings, all penalty kill. Who's he really going to fit in for? Chad Ruhwedel. Again, we are light on the back end. He is 33 years of age, though. Dominic Cahoon. That would be an interesting pickup right there. Undrafted, top 6 forward lines, though. So, realistically, we've already got Gensel, Malkin playing winger. We've already got Jason Zucker. We've already got Brian Rust playing top 4 or top 2 lines. So that, again, really isn't realistic. Mark Janikowski, do we bring him back? Currently Rochester Americans. Interesting. Maybe he's a restricted free agent, possibly. Nothing else looks very intriguing. Patrick Marleau, 42 years old. Doesn't really fit the team. Who do we have for overall? Let's sort by overall. Eric Stahl, Cahoon, Vatanen, Soderberg, and a depth player. Don't really need. Again, we don't have the cap space right now. Do we? Ooh, Tommy Kunak would actually be a really cool shout. Bring him back. Former Pittsburgh Penguin, bottom 6 forward lines, all penalty kill. He could be a nice depth player. What's his stats look like here? Puck skills, decent defensive skills, skating a little bit slower for a winger. Shooting is okay, not really worth bringing in. Not really worth trading somebody out there for him. Josh Hosang, interesting here, 25 years old. Let's take a look here. Deking hands, very good. Speed, ooh, he is fast. Very good shooting as well. Plays right wing. That would actually be a nice little shout there. 78 overall. He is 25. Is he restricted? He's unrestricted. That is very interesting. We'll have to take a look at our team to see who we could potentially maybe trade right off the hop and bring him in. Give him a chance. I wish you could do like PTOs and things like that, especially in preseason. This would be a really nice shout. He only wants a 1-year deal. We could give him 2 for $850, and if he has a nice year, then we could bring him in. Top 6 forward, high potential as well. I think that if we sort this out, that might be the best. Timashov, ooh, that would actually be really nice as well. Forward line 1, though, so that's not going to work. Oh, man, this is very interesting. Very young, high potential. That could be a nice little steal. Decisions, guys. Let me know what you think down below. That is going to be interesting. Tuukka Rask. That's kind of funny. I don't know if the Bruins actually signed him in real life. I would have to double check on that. But if we could actually bring in Tuukka, he is technically injured. This would be kind of a hack, but that would be huge. That's the goaltender we are missing. I think that's what we try to go for, guys. Is it not? He only wants 3, 4, 5. We're going to have to take a look here because I want to bring in Hosang. I want to bring in Rask. Those would be absolutely huge to bring in. I don't know what you guys think if you were in my situation or my position, I should say, and bringing them in. And in future episodes, again, I'm going to want your guys' input and trying to put the team together and lines and all that good stuff. But here, first episode, like I got to make these decisions because free agency, as soon as you start simming, free agency is already ticking. You're already losing players. Rask probably signs with somebody else, and the opportunity's gone. The real question is, we're going to have to trade Yari. We're going to have to trade Yari, which, again, no glove Yari. I'd be okay with getting rid of him. The real question is, does anybody want Yari? 4 draft picks. Because, again, one thing I was actually going to bring up is we don't have a prospect pool. 0 prospect pool whatsoever. We're going to actually take a look here. Let's propose a trade. We're going to throw Yari up there. But, and yes, I know how to use this. But the real thing is, who's going to take Yari? 2, let's take a look at our draft picks really quickly here. And we are looking very thin. Next year, at least, we have a first rounder, second round, and then we're pretty thin. 2023 is looking okay. We haven't dipped too much into that. Okay, and then after it gets back to normal. So we're okay with picks, but we could have more. And that's exactly what we're going to try and go for. Yari's trade value is not the best, though. So we might not get much for him, which is okay because, again, this is all about making cap space for Rask at this point. I don't think anyone's going to pick up Hosang right off the hop. Although I still want to try and go out and get him. We can make some moves. We'll get something taken care of. But does anybody want Yari? San Jose wants Yari. This could be interesting, although they don't have the cap space. So let's keep looking. We need a team that's in a cap deficit. or not deficit, but at least a cap that's workable, as the Ottawa Senators want Yari. Do we give them our last 2 starting goaltenders? Murray, we already gave them. That contract's insane. 6'2" for an 82 overall goalie is insane. Goaltenders don't look like they have much value, which is interesting, but I want draft picks. I want draft picks for Yari. It's not looking good for draft picks for Yari. Could we get the second rounder, Tampa Bay second rounder for next year? Trade value is not looking good. Ottawa would have too many goalies. Are we going to have to ask for a goalie? That's a little tricky right there. I guess we could take... I don't know. Do we just take their AHL starter to at least make this go through? We still keep our cap-ish, sort of. I don't really like that. Wait, what if we... Hold on, let me remove him. Where does the cap go? Oh, so the cap is really low. Dang it. Okay, moving on. I'll probably just cut that out of the video, but we are moving on. Who wants Yari? Not a lot of teams... actually Buffalo Sabres. This is a team I think we can get this to work out with, because again, okay, so they're not going to be past the goalie cap, which is nice. Anderson, 40 years old, still kicking. Props, big ups to him. Draft pick status is going to be high for the Sabres. So we're going to have to go deep into their pockets. Flyers round 2 pick, 2023. I kind of like that. We'll go for that. But we're going to have to give up something in return. I'd be okay with a 3rd round pick, Yari. This could go through. And this could be our money to go out and get Rask. We might have to make some other moves as well. But let's see if this goes through. Look at that. This trade is going to go through. So if it goes like that, it'll go through. So let's try to milk one more pick out of them. Let's do 5th round. See if we can milk that. Trade is rejected. What if we change it to a 6th round pick? There's 6th round. See if I just want to get another extra pick out of this. They're not going to accept the 6th. Let's get... Well, they just part ways with a 7th. They don't care about a 7th round pick. Trade's rejected. Okay, so we're going to have to go Yari a 3rd for a 2nd for 2023. We'll call up Louis Domingue. It's not gonna be a huge thing. Roster moves, don't really care about it, but let's see here. Is he up? Is he up? Real question is he up? Louis Domingue, we'll call him up. And we'll edit lines. We'll get this all taken care of. So give me just 1 second. We'll get this all taken care of. So I want to make one more move here to free up some more cap space. And at this point, we have to move somebody out that is a big cap hit that is not a big-time player. And that will be interesting to find here, because it's going to be tough to find that anywhere. Ricola, is he really going to make a push for the NHL? Doubtful. And I think he might be the one that we're going to have to axe here. AHL defenseman, we could give somebody else another shot. Could give a different person. Again, top 7th defenseman, he's not going to do much for us. Let's just find a team that he is suitable for, or that would actually like him. As of for right now, there's no team that is interested. We're going to ship him off to the desert, because I know we're going to be able to do so. And wow, trade value, Clayton Keller, very low. And that is actually extremely interesting, because we could try to snipe him. That would be insane. Clayton Keller doesn't even fit our team. Forward line 2, that could be Brian Rust, but the cap space is not there. We would have to make something work for that. That would be very interesting. 7 years too, he'd be locked in. That's something that we might look at later on, that you guys, I want to see what you guys have to say. That would be very interesting. But we're looking at more draft picks here. And it's going to be tough, because their draft pick value is very high. We could probably get a 4th round pick, maybe. Probably not. It's not looking good. Let's then throw in a 5th. to balance that out. So then we would have 2/4 to maybe get a third from somebody else. 5th, 4th, trade rejected. Huh. Let's then just go for a 1-for-1 swap. Let's just get a pick out of this. Man, they have a ton of draft picks. Let's just change it to a 5th. See if that goes through. That's rejected. If we can get anything for him, I'm just about trying to move his salary off the team. 6th round pick. I will take it. They don't want him. They honestly do not want him, which is interesting. But let's see if we can just get a 7th. Not even their pick. 7th round pick. They reject it. That's insane. Actually insane. Well, let's do the Ducks. Let's do another struggling team who probably not going to be able to do a struggling team now that I think about it. They're going to value their picks more than a struggling team. So we're going to ship him off to Boston. Can we get a 6th round pick for it? They want to get rid of the pick. Okay, never mind. They're not that desperate for him. They're not just going to give away their 6th, but will they just give away their 7th? And they will. So we have a free 7th round pick, which that's fine. I don't care. They can have it. We're about to take their goalie. So we now have, I don't know if we have enough cap. I do not know if we have enough cap, guys. It's going to be tough, but we're trying to make it work. See what will happen. This defenseman, I don't know why he's not in the lineup already. Doesn't really fit the team, but we're never going to play. Top 6 D. Okay. Back to edit lines. What do we have to do? Shootout? Is it the shootout lineup? Okay, well, I'll get back to you guys in just a second. Back to free agency we are, guys. And we're not going to have enough cap. We're still short, which is interesting. I thought moving Yari out was going to be enough, but apparently not. That's interesting. He needs 3, 4, 5. Right now we have Smith as our goalie. We need to move more. I thought we moved enough out, but apparently not. We're going to have to make some more changes here. Mr. Rick Rebuild, he's coming up clutch here. We're going to make something work here. And I think we might have to get rid of a defenseman because I don't mind bringing up Joseph here for the squad. Pierre-Olivier Joseph. Top 4 medium defenseman, 22 years old, 6'2". He's a solid defenseman. I think the move here is to move a D out. That is what I'm thinking. Pettersson needs 25. I don't think I want to move him out. I think the defenseman we want to move out, if I can find him on here, Matheson, that's who I want to move out. 4.85, 27 years old. Honestly, never liked this move in the first place when they brought him in. He is decently fast. Defense-wise, pretty good. But let's see, when we compare him with the trade value of Joseph here, cheaper. We could bring him up. He is about the same speed. Defensive stats about the same. It's a win-win. Honestly, I think it's the move. I think we move him out. That's going to give us the cap, which it might. So 7-3, let's take him off. Goes to 7-8. Yeah, that's the cap space move right there, guys. This is the cap space. Again, I was never a fan of him. Top 6, we can bring up Joseph. We're going to bring Joseph up to give him a shot in the NHL. That is where we are going to send him. We need to find a cap low team because we can't take anything on. Do we ship him to Seattle? Give him a chance in Seattle? Become a top player with them. They're already stacked on defense. I don't know if they'll actually take him. Let's reconsider where we're going to ship him off to. Edmonton would like him. And Edmonton has cap, which also Edmonton is going to have picks. Draft picks, probably won't be able to get anything too crazy. Maybe 3rd round Boston. No, that's not even going to be nearly enough. But let's see, because I know we stacked on our, get the 4th, 5th, 6th. Let's see if we can move the 4th to get the 3rd plus Matheson. Trade is rejected. Let's see then what we can wheel and deal here. Throw in the 7th because we don't need that. And trade is rejected. So we might have to give Matheson away for free, which honestly I'm okay with. 5th round pick, it is what it is. Trade is rejected though. This is where we do the swap, I guess. 7th, Boston Bruins. Our 7th is worth more, I guess. See if that goes through. Trade rejected. Honestly, I don't care about 7th round picks. You're not going to get anything good from them. We'll throw 2 7s, Matheson for a 5th. They're not going to take that. Okay. We need to make it work. Give me 1 second. We'll make it work, guys. 6th round pick. Let's see if we can get this puppy to go through. Trade is rejected. What if we do next year's draft? That might do the trick. Next year's. There we go. Less value. See if it goes through. Rejected. Honestly, 7th round pick. I'll take it. 7th round pick from the San Jose Sharks. Does it go through? Trade is accepted. We'll take it. We will take it all day, every day. We've moved the cap now. Again, you guys might say I'm nuts, but we really need this goalie. We really need this goalie. Joseph, 2-way waivers, no. That's even better. Bring him up. We'll edit the lines. We'll throw him in there. Matheson was a 3rd-line defenseman anyways, if I remember correctly. Again, top line absolutely stellar. Yep, 3rd-line defenseman. Joseph, get him in there. Throw him into the squad. Does he fit anywhere else in the lineup? He does not, but he does get the +1 with Ruhwedel, which is nice. And then we'll go AHL. We now have to put in... I don't know if I want to throw Lee in there. We got Riley. We'll throw a Riley in there, see if that works. Not really. Oh, that works, though. We'll take that. And can we move anything else around? We'll get that there. Okay, so that's okay. Bad bottom pair D, but that's okay. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. But hey, as long as it didn't mess with our NHL lineup, we are good. Okay, yep, we're good. Okay, so that's been moved around. We should now have enough to offer our boy, Tuukka Rask. Staying in the black, gold, and yellow. This could be the big move, and then this also did free up some space for us to get somebody else, potentially. So we've got $6 million to work with. That's huge. Okay, so we do have space to even bring in another defenseman, which, again, Demers, he does fit all defensive pairings. That could be nice. How's his speed anyways? All defensive pairings, decent speed, great defensive stats. This has actually been a very, very productive episode so far. I know we haven't even played a game, but this is awesome. No one else is offering Tuukka. We'll even give him a little bit more. 365. That is a great deal. If we can snipe that, and then we're gonna go defense. I think we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for Demers. Although Honka, 1st round pick, third line only. Demers might be older, but we're gonna offer him the contract. We'll offer him 1.4 for. What would he do for 2 years? A little bit too much. Bridge deal. See if this works. Okay, now we have to hope that those deals go through and be able to edit our lineup to get ready for preseason. Can we get a deal before the day is done? We're gonna have to sim through. We'll sim through the preseason. Doesn't really matter. I'm not worried about it. We lost 4-3 to the Caps. Malkin 2 points. So pretty tough day in the office. Jeff Carter resigns. Okay, so that was one of the contract re-ups. Kapanen resigns. Really nice there. Demers accepted our offer. That's huge. Does Tuukka sign? Oh, Tuukka didn't sign. 3rd round pick, Brian Boyle. We need to keep him. Solid depth defenseman. Let's advance a day. I don't care about preseason. Tuukka signs. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Okay, so the team is set. Perfect timing because we're about to play the Islanders as well. So that is huge. Okay, so now we can move some things around here with the squad. So let's get it going, boys. I will show you guys the new lineup here in just a second. Call me a cheater, guys. I don't care. We've got the new lineup set. We've got Demers up here in the NHL. He actually gets the +2 with Marino, which is really nice. If we actually moved him up with Letang, it doesn't get anything. But that is huge. And even still even bigger yet, we've got Tuukka Rask between the pipes, guys. That is absolutely insane. Plus, we have more cap space to work with here, I believe. And, man, the team, I'm already feeling more confident about our chances this year. Team is great already with the moves we've made. Again, you guys might call me a cheater, whatever it might be. I don't care. It's there. We're going to take advantage of it. And we got it done. We got it done. We got it taken care of. Now, I'm double checking to make sure Ho-Sang is still there because we have $3 million to work with now. $3 million still to work with. Ho-Sang is still there, guys. Okay, so we're going to offer him before the episode is up. That is 100%. I'm going to offer him 2 years at the 8. I'll give him 8.75 as well. 2 years, two-way. Blue Jackets are interested, though. UFA. We'll give him 9. We'll give him 9 for 2 years. We'll see what he says. He's with the Maple Leafs right now, but we'll see what he says. That's huge. Absolutely huge. Cahoon would be another big pickup, but I don't think he fits our bottom lines. Yeah, it's only top 6. I don't want that. Dawson DiPietro, that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, those are the moves we made today, guys. That's actually going to be it for this episode, at least in regards to moves. Now, I'll make sure I get the scouting and everything like that set up so that we've got our scouts looking. I do want to view the draft class before I leave you guys today. But again, let me know down below what you guys think. Shane Wright, obviously the big boy here in this draft. Who knows where he's going to go. Vitaly Radulov, that's actually a sick name. Brad Lambert, really cool name. Some good players here. Connor Geeky, I wonder if he's the brother of the Geeky in Seattle. Swavoy, I believe that's how you say his name. I don't know. I've heard good things about this guy. I've actually seen this guy play in person, I believe. He's absolutely nasty. Nightingale, that's a really cool name because Nets have a lot of Latvian-born players here. We got Paul O'Connor or O'Donnell, Phil O'Donnell. So a bunch of decent players, kind of hoping we might be in the range of this German kid here. 17 years of age, don't know too much. But again, we will learn more about these players as we go throughout scouting. But again, that's going to be it for today's episode. We got Rask. We got Demers. We've got a solid lineup now, guys. We've got to put it together here preseason. We'll play a couple games in the next episode to see how the team feels. But again, that's going to be it. Let me know what you guys think down below. What moves should we make? Who should we bring in? Do we need to upgrade any of our depth lines at this point? I know we've got Ho-Sang coming in. He'll fill in for I think I'm going to fill him in for Aston Reese and then move Aston Reese out. But let me know what you guys think down below. Again, that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a like on this video. I hope you guys have a good one. And as always, stay dusty.